Welcome to the Quest Digest, where we cover all the Oculus Quest news for this week in around 5 minutes.
Showtime.
Before we get stuck into the news, just a quick shout out to the Oculus Quest and Rift Central Facebook group. This is run by Arnuki VR. He also has his own VR channel. I also want to shout out the Virtual R Gaming subreddit run by VR Basement. He also has his own channel. These are great VR groups. If you are interested, do check them out. First up, we have the WebVR game Trajectile Command, which is like Missile Command but in VR. Now you can play that using your Oculus Quest browser. It's completely free and a lot of fun, and while you're at it, you might also want to check out Back to Space, which is like a virtual reality form of Space Invaders with a gun, and again is completely free to play in your Oculus Quest browser. We also hear of a game called NYX. This is a cyberpunk VR MMORPG. Once the game is released, you'll be able to explore a vast open world environment complete with main story quests and side quests. And these quests will take you through a multi-layered metropolis complete with a complex sewer system, underground villages, superstructures and other unique environments. But don't get too excited yet, as it's expected to be ready by 2022. Next up, some shops are listing the Oculus Quest as discontinued. Oculus Quest sales representatives are saying that the Oculus Quest has now reached the end of its life, and what will happen is probably it will give way to a new and improved Oculus Quest that will probably be revealed during this year's Facebook Connect conference happening on September 16th. And speaking of discontinuation, Facebook has halted Oculus Quest sales in Germany amid privacy concerns. This comes with the recent news that Facebook will soon be requiring Oculus Quest users to have a Facebook account that links with their Quest. This has sparked concerns about the misuse of data and privacy in Germany, and, for the time at least, has halted the sale of Oculus Quests in Germany. A new trailer has also dropped for the MMORPG Ilysia. This is a game where players will travel alongside one another to complete quests and explore a multitude of unique areas, bosses, dungeons, caves, large outdoor cities, and there's a Kickstarter going on right now. And depending on how much you pledge, you can get early, beta or alpha access to the game. Very excited for this one. I think the Quest needs more MMORPGs like this, so I do hope the Kickstarter campaign is successful. Now, this next game, Cubism, came out as a SideQuest demo last year. It was one of the first games to have hand tracking capability, and what you needed to do was place the different shapes into the cubes to fill the cubes without the shapes poking out of the edges. Well, it's coming to the Oculus Quest store September 17th. It's going to cost $9.99 US, and unfortunately won't have hand tracking at the start, but will receive it in a later update. Now let's jump over to the official Oculus Quest store, and the first game on our list is Falcon Age. Falcon Age has just been released. It has about 4 stars out of 33 rating, and it's a single player action adventure game where you have to work with your pet falcon, train up your falcon to help you take down these synthetic life forms that have colonized the planet. We also see the release of Cookout, a sandwich tale, which has about 4.5 stars out of 59 ratings at the moment. It challenges up to 4 players to work together to keep the orders coming for a hungry cast of enchanted creatures. And while the game is focused on cooperative play, you'll also be able to play this game solo with simulated partners. Next, we take a look at Spatial. This application has about 4 stars out of 45 ratings. This app brings people together for hangouts, immersive presentations, team planning, product reviews and brainstorms. You can use it across different devices, and it creates a 3D lifelike avatar from a selfie in just a matter of seconds. And coming soon to the Oculus Quest store is Holopoint. This is an archery game where you fight through waves of targets, samurais, ninjas. It looks super intense, and I can feel my arms and shoulders aching already just watching the video. Another app coming soon to the Quest store is Sphere Toon. Now this creates an interactive VR comic that, in addition to some interactive elements, also has some really cool parallax effects going on too. And finally, jumping over to SideQuest to see the latest releases, and we see Shuttle Maze. Now, I covered this game in my most recent video, Top 10 SideQuest Gems. If you haven't seen that yet, do check it out. In this game, you control a spacecraft by moving your controller and the thumbstick in order to maneuver it around obstacles and solve puzzles. We also see the release of Let's Go Chopping. Now this game will set you back $3. This game is set within a zombie infested shopping mall. You have a bunch of weapons in which to dispatch the zombies with, and it has a really cool physics system that makes it just a lot of fun to take these guys out. You have to collect items on your shopping list in order to earn cash and buy extra equipment. Next up we have Fear the Lights Out. Now this is based on the movie Lights Out, and you have to keep the light switched on in order to avoid the horrors. The only problem is the light keeps turning off. So in order to survive, in order to stay alive, you'll have to find a light source every time it goes dark. Our next title is another horror game called Beaver Bay. This is a demo where you have to wander the old abandoned resort staff building. And this building is of course filled with horrors that, if you're not careful, will chase you down. Now our final title will relieve any stress you feel after playing all those horror games, Mindfulness VR. You get to choose your own relaxing scene. Once you've chosen the scene, you choose a mindfulness session by day, and then you just follow the guided meditation and relax to the sounds of the music and the beautiful scenery. And that's it for this week's Quest Digest. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you next week for some more Oculus Quest news.